Hi everyone, this is Kathy from Vintage Paint and More, and I'm going to be doing a little bit of a chalk project today. I'm just trying to get this set up so you can see it a little better. This isn't my usual setup for lives, but today it is. I'm out in the garage again. It's nice weather here, though I understand there's been a little bit of snow out in the Midwest. I don't miss that. I hate to tell you that, but I don't. Okay, so today I'm going to be doing another little chalk project, and this one is a special that I'm offering in my Chalking with Kathy group. And if you decide you like it and would like to have a bundle, you can just join the Chalking with Kathy group and message me, and I'll be sure and get it to you. This is a 10 by 10 chalk couture board. It can be used on both sides, chalkboard on each side, and you can that way do a little image on this side, one on this side. You can flip it over, have it for different seasons, have it for different reasons, whatever, and it'll stay there until you decide to take it off. And then I'm going to be using the Joy to the World transfer. And like I said, this is one of the projects that we're going to be doing in the class next week. And if you feel like you'd like to have one for yourself, I'd be more than happy to send a bundle to you. We're going to be using white chalk paste. You want to make sure that the consistency, stir it up real good, and make sure the consistency is about that of yogurt. This is a little bit thick. I had it open for a long time yesterday while I was doing a lot of projects. And all you have to do is just spritz it a couple of times and stir it up, and it'll go to the consistency that you want it to be. So there we go. And then we're going to be using the green and the red. Okay, so let's get started. First of all, this transfer has been used a few times, so I think it'll be fine that I don't have to fuzz it. But should you get a new transfer that you're going to be using, just put it on a towel, smooth it down, and take it off, and that'll give it enough fuzz to so that it doesn't stick real close to your, real hard to your board, and then it's hard to remove. So I'm going to try to get this just right and put the Joy down, or the J and the Y, and then I'm going to do I'm going to go ahead and fuzz this one again. When you come in, say hi, if you would. And if you like this project, pass it on to your friends. I'm going to put Joy to the World under it, try to get it centered. There we go. You know what, I'm going to move this down a little bit because I want to put a bow at the top. So I'm going to move it down just a tad. And the Joy also. Okay. There we go. So now I have room to put a nice little bow up here, so to add to the festivity of the sign. Okay, you just get a little bit of chalk on your squeegee, put it on, smooth it out. Very simple to do, doesn't take a lot of effort, just goes right on. Then you just squeegee off the excess, put it back in your jar so that you have absolutely no waste. This is what I like about it, because with paints, you know, you pour them out, next thing you know, you got a bunch that you have to get rid of because you didn't calculate it right. Then you just pull it up by the corner, take it from one side, pull it side to side, and there you go. You got a perfect J and a perfect Y. Now I'm going to set this in a tub of a little bath of water I've got over here while I finish this up. So the next thing I'm going to do is do To the World in white also, since this is on a black board. I think I'll do that. My transfer, as you can see, has a stain on it. I did this on a whiteboard earlier and made To the World in black. The black does stain the transfer. It doesn't hurt it. You still can use it without any problems at all. It just makes it look kind of funky. Some of the colors, like the darker, deeper red and black, do stain the transfers, but it doesn't hurt them. Squeegeed it on, take off the excess, and grab a corner, pull it from side to side, and there you have To the World. Look at that, in less than 5 minutes we got most of the sign finished already. Easy peasy, simple, no hard work or exacting painting or anything like that. It's very simple. Now I'm going to dry this with a heat gun that I have. Because this transfer is probably the first layered transfer that I didn't get that quite dry. Let me dry it some more. It's a damp day here. It rained last night. It's cloudy and damp, so the humidity is pretty high. And things take a little longer to dry. Okay, anyway, as I was saying, I'm going to be doing the layered method. I don't think I've ever shown you how to do that before. It's very simple. Make sure my board's back to basically room temperature. And I'm going to start with the wreath part, the leaves. And like I said, this is stained a little bit from previous use from the green, and that's okay. No problem. This transfer's been used quite a little bit already. This is, like I said, one of the transfers that we're going to be using in our class. This transfer, although it's one image, can be used in many different ways. You can either do it this way, or you can just use the Joy with the wreath, or you don't even have to chalk the wreath in it. You can make a little wreath and add to whatever it is you're making. It's just that versatile. And that's what I like about these transfers, is you can use them in many, many different ways on many, many different projects. They're reusable. You can get 8 to 10 uses, 8 to 12 uses out of each one of them, if you take care of them properly. Like any of your crafting supplies, there is a proper way to take care of them. And if you do that, these will be around for a long time and you can get a lot of projects out of it. If you're a hobbyist, just think you can make a lot of different things out of it. If you just do it for the fun of it, for yourself, for gifts, you can make a lot of gifts. They're fun to do. Okay, so I applied the green chalk, squeegeed it off, and now I'm going to lift this transfer. And I have a little wreath there, as you can see. Okay. Now, let's see. You can see my Joy wasn't quite dry enough yet, and I pulled a little bit of chalk up with it, and you can either put the Joy back down in a few minutes and replace that white, or you can leave it and make it look rustic. That's all in what you prefer. So I'm going to dry this wreath. All right, I'm gonna let that set for just a second so it'll start drying. So it'll be cooled down a little bit more. If you're interested and you'd like to see more of these projects and learn the tips and such for the crafts that I do, you can join Chalking with Kathy. The group button's at the top. Let's see. Add the berries now. In the Chalking with Kathy group, I offer different specials and classes is where I put them at. Now this, I'm going to have to see where let me see this. I think I want these down here. Now these, when you do this, you really have to eyeball this for the layer. And this can get a little hairy, so to speak, because you have to figure out where they are. Now just smooth it down where the berries are and not where your letters are, and you have less chance of pulling up the chalk on your letters. Like I said, it's damp here and things are taking a little longer to dry because of it. And I'm out in the garage. Perfect place to craft, right? So this is the berries. I'm just using the red. Squeegee it on. Do it lightly. You don't have to press down hard. Take off the excess and get rid of it in your jar. Put it back in your jar. And then pull your transfer up. And there you go, you got the little red berries. Now, I'm going to dry this and try to replace that part of that Y that I pulled off. Okay, you know what? I'm not going to try to replace that Y because I put that J, I put that into the water and it's wet and it'll take a while to dry. That's it as far as being done. Each time I make one of these, I'm just in awe that it turns out so nicely. Oops, my paper towels. You can put a ribbon. This, I forgot to tell you that this comes with a twine tie. And it goes in the 2 holes at the top, and you can hang it by that, or you can use some pretty little ribbon, tie it, make a nice little bow up here, whatever, however you like it. You can dress these up in any way that makes it festive for your holidays. Now this is done. It's semi-permanent. If you want to replace it, you just take the water, wash it all off, and start all over again. However, if you want it to be permanent, you just get some clear Mod Podge or Rust-Oleum clear sealer and spray it with that, and it'll stay on there until you forever, so to speak. I want to show you how to clean your transfers. Let's take this one that's closest to me. I have them in a pan of water over here, and basically I just keep them there so that the chalk doesn't dry on them too hard. Have a little chalk cleaner, board cleaner that we sell, and you just go over your transfer with it. As you can see, mine's been used a lot, and it takes the chalk paste right off of it very easily. Even some of the stains that were there from the last use that I had. Simply take an antibacterial wipe, wipe the front of it off, turn it over, wipe the back off. And you can clean off some of that fuzz if you'd like to. Personally, I don't, because it helps with the next project that I'm doing. Now then, you're just going to lay it on a towel and let it dry. After it dries, put it on your backer sheet that it came off of to store it. And I forgot to mention that whenever I take these off the backer sheet, I write on the back of it so I know which side is the back, and also which one it goes on, because whenever I get on a crafting mode, which I have been on the last 2 days, I'll have several of these off of their backers laying around, and it's easier to find the right backer for the right transfer that way. So that's all I have for you today. Quick little project. However, wanted to tell you that this, like I said, this is one of my class projects that I'm going to be doing, and you can find it for sale in a bundle on Chalking with Kathy if you'd like to have one yourself. Make it for yourself. Makes a great decor item for your home, or it's a great gift to give somebody if you want to, for Christmas. Maybe they want to start crafting with chalk paste too. It's fun. So that's all I have today. Please share the video. Give me some hearts, some likes, whatever. Love to hear from you. Thanks for joining me today. Bye.